One of the most versatile yet obscure features of Allen Bradley's Micrologix PLC is their high-speed counters, which can be connected to an encoder, a single-channel device such as a flow meter, or used to capture something that happens in the blink of an eye. Even this video will only scratch the surface of what these high-speed inputs can be used for. We'll be using our encoder simulator in place of the regular encoder. It is connected to input 0 and 1. We won't go into the details of how exactly to wire input 0 and 1, but you make your indicators blink and I'll show you how to make them count. To configure the high-speed counter, we will open up Logix 500, create a new program, and select our Micrologix 1400 as the processor type. We're going to do most of the configuration in the function files that can be found in the left pane, but first we need to add another ladder routine to our project. We won't be using this in the sample, but it'll get you set up for some more advanced features. Open up the function file and the HSC tab comes up by default. I'll stretch this out so you can see all of it. I'm not going to go into a lot of details of the parameters since AB did an excellent job of defining them in the help section. We will assign the PFN program file number to 3, which is the new routine we created. We will set our UE user interrupt enable to 1. We will set our FE function enabled to 1, our AS auto start to 1, our CE counting enabled to 1, and the mode parameter is the one that makes the high-speed counter do all the neat little things it can do, such as up counters for flow meters, to up and down counters, to, as we're doing in this example, encoders, which will have a mode of 6. If you look in the help, you will also see that there is a mode 7, which is the exact same thing as mode 6 with an external hold and reset. They don't define this very well, but you will find that that hold is assigned to input 2 and the reset to input 3. So do not have something other than these connected to input 2 or 3 if you are using mode 7. This is important. Are you actually listening? Are you watching? Or are you just kind of having this background? In fact, I even messed this up while I was making this video. So please, important, listen. Absolutely the most common mistake I find people have made with their high-speed counter configurations isn't actually in the configuration, which can make it impossible to stumble across. By default, the Micrologix 1400 input filters are set too high to detect a pulse off of an encoder. Pretty much they are set higher by default to give the controller greater noise immunity. Open up the I/O configuration in the left pane and double-click on slot 0, which is your Micrologix 1400 base. Click the Embedded I/O tab. We need to lower these filters for input 0 and 1, but they are grayed out. Here's the trick. Go back to the Embedded General Configuration tab and select the proper base, in our case a BWA. Now go back to the Embedded I/O Configuration tab and you can lower these filters. Select 5 microseconds. Close the I/O configuration and now we will add one line of ladder to help us see that the high-speed counter is working. Add a move instruction with a source of HSC:0.ACC. It is a 32-bit number, so to see the full content we need to create a long data type, then set the destination to L9:0. Now we are ready to download our program to our PLC and test it out. We'll click the direction button on our encoder simulator to simulate a forward direction. As you can see, our accumulator is going up now. Then we'll click the direction button again to simulate the reverse direction. And now our accumulated value is going down. Hi, this is Tim.
And this is Amber. We run the automation store.
Be sure to visit our support section for more great articles and videos.
And view our line of PLC cables and trainers, simulators, repair services, surplus inventory, charity auctions, and more.